want to emphasize that this is our starting position. So we want to see how do we grow from the starting position. Okay, and so in this one, you can see we're growing from each corner, right? So we start, and then our first growth is each corner has sprouted a new square. And then from there, the next growth pattern is that we grow more. And so you can kind of say that I'm adding 4 at the corners, right? You could even say it that way, right? You might say. What would the next figure look like? So then the next figure would look like adding at each corner. So we'd add 4 more. And so you'd say, well, what happened? So when I grow 43 times, what will have happened? You say, well, I have 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus. And I'm going to use this notation to show that it happens a whole bunch of times, right? So how many times does that happen? So in the 43 figures, so we have 43 times that we've added plus 4. Okay, so we do that 43 times. So altogether we'd have 1 plus 4 times 43. Okay. Well, it's not a very good one, is it? 4 times 43. Or in other words, let's say that'd be 4 times 40 is 160. 160 plus 4 times 3 plus 12, 160, 170, 172. So altogether, 173 of those green squares. So our formula would be, if you tell me how many times I've grown, it's 4 times the number of times I've grown, plus the one that I started out with would be my total squares. Now, we want to use that and see if we can figure out which figure contains 155, and I'm not sure that that's going to work. Okay, and you'll see why in a second. So we'll say, well, we grow by 4 each time, and we started with 1. All right, so we say, well, for which growth day, if we have this, so you say, well, 4n equals, so 155, 154. Sorry, I went up here and I already took away the 1. But you see, I don't think that goes into, that doesn't go in, right? So it would be like halfway. So it'd be what, 30, 40, 38. So it'd be 38 and a half, halfway through the 38th day. So that doesn't fit in exactly, right? So it's it's numbers that are 1 more than a multiple of 4. So for example, 153 or 157 or 161 would be after a whole growth pattern. This would be halfway through. So if you get that, then you say, well, it didn't really work, right? So then what would the minus 1 be? So this is our starting position. And if we add 4, so our, maybe we could use red, right? So our position before would be we'd be 3 in the hole, right? So if these were like blocks that I had, this is I've borrowed 3, so I've lost 4. Let's see if we can. So once again, we're starting with 1, but this time we go up by 4. So we have 5, and then the second time we grow, we have 9, and the third time we grow, we have 3 times 4 plus 1, we have 13. And you can see again that we make this nice line, and we can line it up. Hopefully, I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I'll go back. You can use that line to draw it.